I want to be more like you.
If you ask me, you're the amazing one.
Ooh, okay. I'm happy to hear you say that.
Dude, this is kind of cute. How's it going, everybody? HoodlaMutt back with some more Steins Gate. And last time... Oh shoot, I don't remember what happened last time. Hold on, wait. How's it going, everybody? HoodlaMutt back with some more Steins Gate. And last time, we found out who John Titter is. Freaking Suzuha. Amane Suzuha. What? That's pretty crazy. It makes sense, too. I wasn't expecting that. You know what doesn't make sense, though? Is why we can only go back 48 hours with the time leap machine. It makes no sense. We should be able to send our memories back to any time that we had a phone, right? Isn't that how that works? Didn't we say that? Why is it suddenly different? I can't find a reason. But if you have an idea of why, and you haven't been spoilered or know the ending, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know, because I cannot figure that out to save my life. But maybe they'll explain that later, and it'll make more sense. Also, we're going back to the 11th, so 2 days ago at 2 p.m., and that's where we are, I believe, currently. So let's just jump right back into it, shall we? When I come to, I'm standing with my phone in hand. While I wait for the ringing in my ears to subside, I check the date and time on my phone screen. August 11th, 2:21 p.m. Alright, now I have 2 more days. As a matter of fact, I leapt twice. First to 2 p.m. on the 13th, when the time machine was completed. From there, I leapt an additional 48 hours to 2 p.m. on the 11th. Oh, right, because we need to go back so that we can fix Suzuha's time machine, right? On the Radicon building or whatever, right? Yeah. It was my first consecutive leap, but it seems to have gone well. I immediately head downstairs to see Suzuha. I'm relieved to see that her hand isn't burned. When I explain the situation, Suzuha races to Radicon to confirm my story. After she realizes that I'm telling the truth, I take her back to the lab and have her repeat the explanation she gave us before I time leaped. We come to the conclusion that all we can do right now is try our best to repair Suzuha's time machine. Let's go take a look. Daru is unusually enthusiastic. I kind of would be too to see a time machine, like a real full-blown one. I guess Suzuha's talk of attractor fields and divergence and correcting history's mistakes got his blood pumping.
Hold on, everyone.
Mayuri stops us as we're about to leave the lab.
Guys? Aren't we forgetting something?
Like what?
What about Suzu-san's dad?
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. I thought Suzuha was lying about that. But when I turn to her, she looks away. Not a lie, okay.
That doesn't matter now, does it? It does too! It'll take time to fix the time machine, won't it? We should help Suzu-san find her dad in the meantime. Right?
But when I show reluctance, Mayuri puffs out her cheeks.
Don't be like that, Okarin. You have to keep your promise.
What promise?
We promised, remember? We said we'd all look for Suzu-san's dad.
Oh, that's right. We convinced her to stay by promising to help look for her father. Yeah, I remember.
I know Suzu-san has a mission and stuff, but I think she also came because she really wanted to meet her dad. Mayushi wants to make that happen.
If Mayuri feels that strongly about it, there's no way I can refuse. What are you saying?
Sheena Mayuri, you're such a nice girl.
We can't spend time looking for her dad unless her dad can help us in some way. This is like way more important trying to fix the time machine at this point. Excuse me? Yeah, cause okay, it's all like coming back to me. It's the whole attractor field thing and whatnot. Yeah, we have to try to just switch world lines, and we need her time machine to do it. That's why we're doing this. Okay. Yeah, we don't got time for this, yo. Suzuha sniffles. Aw.
You're right. I thought I could find him if I came to this town. I know that he was in Akihabara in 2010.
So your father's real?
Of course he is. At this age, he's probably still young and cool.
Bold of you to assume. His name was Beryl Titter, right?
Yeah, that's right. Wow, a foreigner? No, I'm pretty sure he's Japanese. Beryl Titter is his code name in the Resistance. I don't think he's using it yet.
So that's why Suzuha called herself John Titter.
I don't know his real name. Some daughter, huh?
Suzuha looks like she's about to cry for an instant, but she quickly covers it with a bitter smile. Aw.
He died before he could tell me.
How the heck are you gonna ever find him then? Hearing that, I realize how hellish the world she came from must be. What about your surname, Amane?
That was my mother's maiden name.
I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah, I mean, that would be the obvious answer, I suppose. But okay, mother's maiden name.
So, you have no leads? Leads? Oh, there is one thing.
Suzuha claps her hands together and starts patting her pockets. A few seconds later, she reaches into one and pulls out... Oh.
A pin?
I've seen Suzuha fiddling with it before. It's just a regular pin, the kind you stick on your hat or bag.
There's something written on it.
It reads, OSHM ***A 7010. Okay.
This belonged to my dad. A memento.
Google it, Daru! Daru runs a search, but gets only incomprehensible foreign sites.
He was here in Akihabara, so I think we can exclude the foreign sites.
Okay, got it. He narrows the search down to Japanese sites. But even then, none of the results look relevant. Nothing.
But this has to be some kind of hint.
With Suzuha's permission, I take a picture of the pin.
Okay, all in favor of helping Suzu-san find her dad.
I want to argue that there's no time for that, but Mayuri's right when she says that the time machine won't be ready for a while. I guess there's no harm in letting her have her way. What do you mean? You have to work on it? Someone has to work on it. What do you mean it won't be ready for a little while? You gotta go and work on it. That's the whole reason you went back 2 days. What are you saying? What is this logic? I don't understand. After all, there's no point in running. Not even with 2 days head start. Even if I dragged Mayuri to the ends of the earth, we wouldn't be able to escape her death. I know that now. Yeah, so all the more reason to use the 2 days to fix the time machine. What do you... I don't understand. No objections.
Thanks, Okarin.
Oh my gosh, what do you mean? Daru raises his hand in agreement. So does Kuretsu. It's decided. We'll help Suzuha find her father.
Everyone. Thank you. But I want to be clear that my mission to 1975 comes first. That was my dad's final wish, after all.
Yeah, so let's do that.
So if we still haven't found him by the time repairs are complete, I think we should give up. Is that okay?
Are we repairing this thing? Like, don't you have to go to the machine? Are we repairing this remotely? Like, what do you say? What do you mean? Are we gonna split up into groups like Daru and Kuretsu are working on the time machine and like Suzuha and I and Mayuri are gonna go and like find her dad? Is that what's going on? Because that's okay. I can understand that, I guess. I mean, I still think it's dumb. I mean, I guess we could always go back once we... Well, no, we won't go back. No, we won't. Wait, we can't go back? Because the time leap machine won't have been fixed. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Can they just fix it really quickly? Like, can they just make the time machine, like... Oh, I didn't think about that, because I don't think Okabe knows how the time machine was made, so he can't, like, tell them so that they can just, like, expedite the process, right? Oh, this is all kinds of screwed, right? Like, we only got one shot at this, and we're spending it looking for a dad! Okay, I'm fine. Maybe it'll make sense.
Are you sure? If we still haven't found him by then, it just wasn't meant to be.
It's a relief to hear Suzuha say that. So, where do we start? The pin is our only hint. We'll hit every store in Akaba that sells things like this. Maybe someone will know where it came from.
What kind of stores?
Akaba is full of niche stores where you can find strange and cool accessories. Well, not anymore. You changed that, right? It's all electronic stuff now, is it not? It's hard to sneak into Radicon in the daytime. You did it the first time, though. Like, nobody cared, right? There isn't a crowd out front like before, but pedestrian traffic remains constant. Oh, that's right, because they were looking up at it. Isn't that what was happening? Yeah, okay. It takes us about 30 minutes to find a way in. Kuretsu is back at the lab, working on the time leap machine. Okay, that's good. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I guess they just were not filling in gaps beforehand, so maybe this will make more sense once we keep going. I still don't know why we can only go back 2 days, but maybe we'll figure that out later too. It needs to be complete by 2 p.m. on the 13th. If she's late, it could affect my ability to time leap, which would lower my chances of saving Mayuri. Speaking of Mayuri, she wandered off somewhere in search of Suzuha's father. How does it look? I call the Daru who's examining the flooded satellite. I mean, time machine, while Suzuha and I keep a lookout. Daru crawls out of the machine. He's covered in sweat, and his breathing is heavy. We quickly help pull his huge body out. The time machine is completely visible from the street. If someone were to see us up here, they might report us to the police. It's been 2 weeks since the satellite appeared, but Akaba still has tourists who come just to see it. We need to take care not to be noticed. It's so freaking hot in there. It's worse than a sauna. Spend too much time in there, and I'll turn into Daru jerky. By the way, it's not gonna fall or anything, right? The time machine is balanced precariously on the ledge, but the police have hooked up support wires, so Daru probably has nothing to worry about. Probably.
Can it be fixed?
Well, I still don't know for sure, but there is one thing I noticed just now. It's built kind of like the phone wave. Oh, interesting. That means there's a chance, right? It's got to be because that was our technology that we made first, right? So everyone built theirs based off of that to some degree? Interesting. I said I'm not sure. I need to poke around some more. Daru, super hacker. Everything depends on your skills now. You are the super hacker who will save the world. In 2036, people will worship you instead of Kuretsu, the mother of the time machine. It's hacker. How many times do I have to tell you? Anyway, you have 2 days. Do whatever it takes, Daru. I place my hand on Daru's shoulder and look straight into his eyes. You're our only hope. No promises, man. And why 2 days? Well, because that's when Meieri will die. But I can't say that.
In 2 days, the weather conditions will be perfect for creating the ring singularity.
Oh, nice cover-up.
If we miss that window, we won't have another chance until next year.
What? Wait, what? What do you mean? Why does it have to be perfect? I thought that the time machine could work at any point. What do you mean? Hello? I feel like they're throwing obstacles that weren't there previously. What do you mean? Why is it perfect for doing a ring singularity now, but not until like next year? I could see like even a couple days from now or like a week or something, right? But not like next year. Are you kidding me? Could she not have like jumped? Like did she have to be out of here in a couple of days? Or I guess technically 2 weeks, because he said it's been about 2 weeks. So she was just here to find her dad 2 weeks and then she was gonna like jet after that? I don't know. I don't know. This is weird. Nice excuse, Suzuha, unless she like knows and that was just a complete lie. I didn't think about that. That could just easily have been a lie. Okay. Precisely. Fix it in 2 days? That's just nuts. But if you do, you'll earn the right to a date with Faris. Can you fix it? No problem. Wow. Great. Now I just need to figure out how I'm going to convince Faris. OSHM ***A 7010. We're searching for something with the same cryptic logo as this mysterious pin. Honestly, I didn't think it would be this difficult. Akaba has plenty of niche stores, but they're all for electronic goods and PC parts. There aren't that many selling accessories like Suzuha's pin. Yeah, not anymore. Her dad probably came from the time period where you didn't make Akahibara not Moe anymore, right? I don't know, because technically, if he would have done everything the same up to this point, Faris still would have changed everything, right? So, like, that would make sense that the pin still needs to be here. Like, the store for the pin still needs to be here, so I guess that would still line up, because nothing would have changed. We check every one we can find, but come up empty-handed. None of the store employees have any idea where it came from either. We even check nearby neighborhoods like Ueno and Asakusa. Nothing. Suzuha and I return to the lab with heavy hearts. Well, that's sad.
Welcome back.
Kudetsu emerges from the development room to greet us. She's alone.
From the looks on your faces, I guess you didn't find anything.
Where's Daru?
He hasn't come back yet. It's already dark, so maybe he went straight home?
It's too dark to work at Radicon now. We can't use lights because that would be too conspicuous to the people below. Yeah, but you could use, like, flashlights, right? Like, no one's gonna see a flashlight. Mayuri isn't around. Is she making any progress in the search for Suzuha's father? Yeah, like, what is she doing? Why is she by herself, also? That girl can't be by herself. She gets lost too quick. So, like, what?
I feel bad. There's no time for this.
You're not wrong. It's not for you. We're doing it to save Mayuri.
Yeah.
I start up Daru's computer and search the net for communities of people who collect unique pins. I'll investigate tomorrow based on the information I find. There's a pin collecting group on a site called Frepara, where everyone shows off their collections. I post there, asking for information. Oh. I'm sleeping on the couch when a loud alarm rings in my ears. Is it CERN? I jump up and see Kudetsu and Suzuha. Yeah, not yet, brother. Don't borrow trouble. Kudetsu is holding her phone. That's the source of the sound.
Good morning.
Her sour expression says it's not good at all. I wish she'd put herself in my shoes and see what it's like to be woken up suddenly like that. I check the time on my phone. It's just before 7 a.m. You came to wake me up? Thanks.
I didn't do it for you. I asked her to wake you up, Okabe Rintaro. There's something I want to show you.
Huh? The thing we saw every time we've, like, actually changed the world line a little bit? What? I realize that there's a strange object sitting on the table in front of me. What's this?
A divergence meter. The numbers indicate the divergence value of the current world line.
Oh. Yep. Okay. Didn't she say world lines don't exist, though? Isn't that a thing she said? I was pretty sure last episode she said, like, yeah, I just made that part up or whatever. But, like, I guess they still exist to some degree. She was just maybe not as powerful. I think what she was really getting at was that the main thing that changes time is the attractor fields and jumping. Oh, no, she did talk about world lines, because there's, like, a world line alpha and beta and so on and so forth. Okay, anyway. The meter displays 0.337187%.
Divergence is measured from my original world line, which corresponds to 0.
You made this?
No, I brought it with me from 2036.
These are Nixie tubes, right? Whoever made this has taste. I'd happily dub it Future Gadget number 9.
How exactly does it work? It shouldn't be possible to measure changes like that.
Suzuha shrugs.
I don't know either.
You don't know?
Can you guess who made it?
How should I know?
You did, Okabe Rentaro.
I was just gonna say that. Ooh! Yo, it actually is a future gadget. What the heck? So he, in the future, must figure out about divergence, and he figures out how to calculate it. Interesting. Huh?
You made it. 11 years from now? It apparently works the same way your special power does.
Oh, he must have gotten it from, like, the vision in his head or whatever, right? Interesting. Huh.
So this meter lets other people check world line divergence? I wish. I'm pretty sure only Okabe Rentaro would notice if the number changed. What? Then there's no point. Make something useful for once, Okabe.
I ignore Kuretsu's complaints and look at the meter again. This is something I made. Yeah, so why would she have it, right? Unless Okabe in the future gave it to her, right? Because he's probably the leader of the resistance or something. He's a terrorist, right? We already know that much, that he's a terrorist, so that's gotta be it. 15 years have passed since I completed it. 11 years will pass before I complete it. It's a strange feeling.
Only the person who made it knows how it works. Wait 11 years. I'm sure he'll have figured it out by then.
Have you met me in the future? No, I think she said she didn't. She did say I was an infamous terrorist in 2036. For some reason, Suzuha's expression darkens momentarily.
No. Never.
Oh. So, why are you showing me this?
When the meter reads over 1%, you've made it to the beta world line.
Oh. 1%.
Right. Reach 1% divergence, and you'll save Shina Meyeri.
I stare at the glowing red numbers. They don't budge. Just another 0.6%. It seems so easy. But there are 6 digits after the decimal point, and no tens place. What does that mean? Something tells me it won't be as easy as it looks.
You can have it. No point in me carrying it around. I hope you'll find a use for it.
Huh. Alright. That's cool. Based on the recommendations from the BBS thread, I spend the morning visiting stores in Akaba. My destinations run the gamut from otaku stores packed with anime goods to souvenir shops full of Olympic memorabilia. I even visit a few that specialize in locally manufactured goods. But although I hit just about every kind of store that could be considered niche, I am unable to find anything that resembles Suzuha's pin. Maybe I should go all the way to Ikebukuro or Nakano. I start heading back to the lab, but just then, a street vendor catches my eye. The storekeeper is a foreigner covered in tattoos. The table next to him is covered with accessories and other fashion items. This is the first time I've seen such a stylish street stand in Akaba. Most vendors just sell random junk. It's not like I have anything to lose, so I walk over and check out the selection. Among the various accessories, I see a number of metal pins. What a coincidence. Could he have a pin like Suzuha's? I don't see the OSHM **A 7010 logo on any of the displayed accessories, but I'd better ask just to be sure. He's a foreigner, so maybe I should use English? Oh, great, this is gonna be good. Our eyes meet. His are as bright and blue as the sky. I quickly look away. Darn! He must think I'm a coward. Better get this over with. Hey, master! I am mad scientist! So cool! Son of a gun! Yeah! Oh, I know that one from the meme. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Can I help you? He smiles a wide, toothy smile. Nice teeth. And answers in Japanese. I was hoping for more of a reaction. I have a question, if you don't mind. I take the photocopy of Suzuha's pin out of my pocket. Does this look familiar? The man stares at it for a while, then shrugs and shakes his head in an exaggerated manner typical of Westerners. Is it typical to shake our head in an exaggerated manner? Is that a thing? Do we do that? Do we just wildly shake our head? Okay. I want to know where it came from. Can you help me find out? Remember. Sorry. It's a little difficult. What is he saying? By the way, where'd you get this thing? That's what I want to know. I'll compensate you. I'm sorry. He apologizes in broken Japanese. It looks like this is another dead end. Just in case, I give him my contact information and ask him to get in touch if he finds out anything. Then I turn to leave. Okabe Rintaro. Oh hey. Suzuha's standing a short distance away. She's holding a drink. It's my favorite, Dr. P. No, wait. That's cola. Sup? Want a drink? I accept the offer and quench my thirst while leaning on the roadside fence. Last time I saw her, Suzuha was on her way to Kanda to continue the search. How long has she been standing here? Huh. She must have gave up or something. Anything? Nope. So, what was with your English back there? It sounded dumb. So cool. Is that standard English in this era? Of course not. Oh, so it's an Okabe Rintaro original. There's no overseas travel in my time, so I wouldn't know. Oh, that's sad. No overseas travel? What, you mean at all? Pretty much. Travel permits are hard to get, and they'd never issue one for a vacation. I'd never seen a foreigner before coming to this time. Oh, dang. Welcome to communism, I guess. So in the future, no one is allowed to leave Japan? Japan was like that a few centuries ago, too, when the Tokugawa shogunate closed the country to the west. It sounds like CERN set international relations back hundreds of years. Perhaps that's why there's no war in Suzuha's time. It's hard for conflicts to emerge when races and cultures can't interact. It sounds kind of like a prison with invisible walls, guarded by CERN and the Committee of 300. That doesn't mean that there wouldn't be, like, civil wars, though, you know? I mean, maybe she just doesn't know. Because, you know, like, if you don't get to hear about what's happening in the country over, I mean, who knows what could be happening over there that your country's government is just saying, like, oh, nothing's happening, don't worry about it, you know? I mean, that's basically what the Japanese did back in World War II, right? They just covered up everything. They were, like, they were losing the war terribly, but they were trying to keep saying, oh, we're winning, you know, so keep fighting, and it was really not good for their people because they wouldn't give up. They just kept fighting even after even after the atomic bombs they kept fighting, but then shortly after they gave up. But yeah, I mean, they were getting like carpet bombed like crazy, but they kept telling people we're winning, and so it was like they just kept lying to their people. So I wonder if that's what's happening in the future. I mean, ending war is obviously a good thing, but anyway, there's no point thinking about the distant future now. We need to come up with a new plan. The sunlight beats on my head, making it hard to think. I feel like I'm standing in a sauna. Why does the sun hate me so much? Shining in the center of the sky like he owns the dang place. Dang it! Why can't we find any information on that pin? I suppose it's no skin off my back if we don't find Suzuha's father. As long as Daru fixes the time machine, nothing else matters. So why do I feel so bad about my lack of progress? I really don't know, because you care about Suzuha, I get it, but also, it makes total sense that you wouldn't care. I mean, there are more important things in play right now. I mean, just saying. I mean, I love Suzuha, and I want her to find her dad, but like, under proper circumstances, you know? Maybe I'm just frustrated by my own powerlessness. That too. I can't save Mayuri. I can't fix Suzuha's time machine. I can't even help Kuretsu with the time leap upgrade. So what am I good for? Absolutely nothing. The only thing I can do is help Suzuha find her father. Maybe this pin is newer than we think. I mean, maybe it hasn't been made yet. Suzuha stretches, then looks at me with a calm smile.
Maybe I'm not meant to meet him. I mean, we've tried everything and still no sign. It's just not in the cards, I guess.
I have a feeling that the 7 in the 7010 is probably a 2010, and the little acronym with the stars or whatever, that's probably the name of a business or something. So it probably isn't like a store-related thing. It's probably like a business pin or something. Like, like how businesses give out like paraphernalia and merch type stuff for their employees. So I bet it might be something like that if we can find that. I feel a surge of anger at her words. Here I am, stewing in self-loathing, and she acts like it doesn't matter? How can you give up? We still have one more day.
Well, why are you getting mad?
Everyone's fighting for you. Don't you get it? Me? I want to prioritize Mayuri over everything else. But you're still a lab mem, a friend. When a friend's in trouble, you want to help them. That's how Mayuri felt. And I agree. That's why I'm searching. So how dare you be the first to give up?
You don't have to yell.
Don't disappoint me like this. I tell myself to calm down. This is just my own feelings of importance boiling over. There's no time for this.
I'm sorry, but maybe you should think about how I feel.
I realize that we have an audience. Some pedestrians are grinning at us, like they think we're a bickering couple or something. I take a deep breath. You're right. I shouldn't have said that. It's too awkward to make eye contact. So I look around, pretending to think. Alright, what's next? I wonder how the other lab mems are progressing. I'm especially concerned about Daru. Depending on the situation, he might need some relief. I'm more concerned about Kuretsu, because she needs to get, as long as she can get the time leap machine done, Daru can tell us what he got done, tell us like how to do it faster, and then we'll just tell him when we go back again, right? Like, easy. He's been working in that heat for hours, so we should bring him something cold to drink. And then there's Meiri. She's been working alone, trying to find some information on Suzuha's father. If I close my eyes, I can still recall her death. Deaths in every detail. I resist the urge to pound my head against the wall. Although we still have over 24 hours before that happens, I can't help but worry about leaving her alone. But currently, all I can do is search for that pin. We decide to try Ikebukuro as our last stop for today. It would be nice to visit home, but I don't have the time, and besides, Suzuha's with me. Our search turns up nothing. As the evening wears on without a single lead, Suzuha and I grow quieter and quieter. We're exhausted from walking, and we can't shake the feeling that all our efforts are futile. Weren't you going to get something cold for Daru to drink? This isn't good. By the way, I try stirring up conversation. I should get her to talk about the future. After all, she is a time traveler. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. I remember how shocked Kuretsu was to learn that she only lives to be 44. And I was told that I become a terrorist. Am I really famous in 2036?
As a terrorist.
Oh. So, what did I do to be called a terrorist?
You rebelled against CERN. You're actually one of the founding members of the Resistance. I knew it! Just like my dad.
I helped found the Resistance. I guess it makes sense, given what we're going through now. Suzuha is from the future of this timeline, where Meiri is doomed to die, and where CERN forces Kuretsu to build a time machine. In such a future, how could I not rebel against CERN? Rebellion against the system, destruction of order, a new age of chaos. Weren't those my ambitions as a mad scientist? Yeah, you literally became Haowen Kyoma, just like I figured. How stupid.
Stupid?
How can I still be chasing some Chinibyo fantasy when I couldn't even save Meiri?
You're fighting to free humanity. I think it's a noble cause.
Suzuha is part of the resistance I form. Does that mean she's my subordinate in the future? What sort of man am I? Suzuha's expression darkens.
I said we never met, remember?
I feel like she knows us, but she just doesn't want to say. Never?
Never. You were killed by CERN in 2025.
What? She never said that. What? That's not the future. What do you mean? You mean we were infamous as a terrorist, not we are infamous as a terrorist, excuse me? Oh, crap. Yo, Kabe, you about to die in 3 years, my boy. I was killed by the same people who killed Meiri. They had no reservations about murdering an innocent girl. I doubt they would hesitate to kill a terrorist.
Maybe I should have told you sooner. Understand? If you don't change the future, You're going to die in 15 years.
Oh crap.
Shina Mayeri will die. You will die. Makase Kiritsu will be a slave to CERN. It ends badly for every lab mem.
Except Daru. Yeah. What about Daru?
I don't remember hearing about him. I have heard legends of a wizard-class hacker, though.
Yeah, it's gotta be him.
Though I don't understand what wizard class means in the first place.
Wizard class. I coined that term. I can imagine Daru slowly insinuating himself into every corner of the internet, until he becomes a godlike virtual presence that not even CERN can comprehend.
Anyway, I don't want that to happen to you guys. That's one more reason I need to find an IBN 5100 and change the future. Until I came to this town, you guys were just stories, history. But now, you're my friends.
Aw, I love her.
I want to save you.
Appreciated. You are a lab mem, now and forevermore.
Thanks.
Oh. Assistant, question. Are you sure I can finish the time leap machine in a day? We still haven't found our lifter substitute, remember? I can't complete the upgrade without it. Yeah, she doesn't know. Okay. I don't know why we wouldn't have filled her in on that, but okay. I already told Kiritsu that I was confident in her ability to complete the machine on time. But it occurs to me that I forgot to tell her about the 42-inch CRT. Our lifter is the 42-inch CRT downstairs. The electrical discharge phenomenon occurs when it's turned on, so don't worry about it. Just finish the upgrade. There. That should do it. I send a reply and decide to keep searching for the pin with Suzuha just a bit longer. Time is quickly running out. Is there anything more that we can do? It's early evening, but the roof of Radicon is still hotter than hell. When I provide Daru with the refreshing gift of Dr. P, a frown appears on his sweaty face. You're supposed to give me an ice-cold, zero-calorie cola. Common sense, man. I forgot he's a cola guy. No sense letting it go to waste. I drink the Dr. P myself. Wow. You won't even drink it? Okay. Daru and Suzuha start discussing the time machine. Mayuri and I watch from a short distance away. Oh, Mayuri's back. Okay. Did she find anything?
Hey, Okarin. Isn't it amazing that the satellite was a time machine?
Yeah, I guess so. I thought that Titter's time machine was a car. A 1970s Chevy. It never even occurred to me to suspect the satellite. I should know better than to take anything for granted. In retrospect, the satellite was suspicious from the start. Not only had it appeared out of nowhere, but Titter only started posting afterwards. Typo. I'm disappointed in myself for not realizing the connection.
I'm glad Suzu-san wasn't hurt in the crash.
I doubt it was anything like a crash. It probably just appeared there, displacing the wall, which then collapsed around it. After all, the time machine isn't self-propelled. It doesn't fly.
I heard it's really hard to drive.
I guess you heard that from Suzuha.
If the gravitational whatchamacallit coordinates are just a teensy bit off, the whole time machine becomes a jellyman and goes ploop. And she even said her time machine's unstable, since it's not a CERN model. I worried about her trip to 1975. Do you think I should go with her? I wonder if I'd fit.
Aw, dude. I love her so much. She just cares about everyone. What would you do in 1975?
I'd cheer Suzuha-san on, of course. I'd hold her hand super tight and tell her that everything's going to be okay.
Something tells me that won't be much help. You don't know that, dude. Don't say that. Don't say that. I bet her hand holding and cheering on that could solve your time machine crisis, bro. All right? That could give anyone inspiration. All right? She's just a ball of joy and energy. Don't take that away from her.
Hey, Okarin, do you think the time machine has a name?
Oh, she's gonna name it. A name. That's the least of what I want to know about the time machine. Time permitting, I'd like to spend a whole day picking Suzuha's brain. I'm pretty sure John Titter's time machine had a model number. But the John Titter from 2000 might not have been Suzuha. There was no John Titter in 2000 on this world line after all. Although, I suppose it's possible that Suzuha will drop by 2000 after traveling to 1975. If you want to know, just ask Titter.
Oh yeah! Maybe she didn't think of that.
Mayuri giggles, then runs off to talk to Suzuha. She comes back quickly.
Yup, it has a name.
What is it?
FG204 something something, she said.
Something something?
Anyway, don't you think Daru-kun and Suzu-san are a good match?
A what? Huh? Mayuri's jumping all over the place today. And she got that ADHD brain. I look at Daru and Suzuha again. How do you figure? Daru's all about Faris, you know.
Oh, really?
She tilts her head to the side. She's so oblivious. Good grief. Yada yada. Mayuri and I aren't of any use. I would prefer to leave Daru and Suzuha to it and resume the search for Suzuha's father, but Mayuri seems happy just sitting here. We don't have any leads on the pin or its owner. Maybe 2 days just aren't enough. No, that's quitter talk. Like I told Suzuha, I don't want to give up. Besides, even if we don't get the information we need this time, I can use the time leap machine to repeat these 2 days until we do. Oh yeah, Mayuri, what happened to your costumes? There's only a few more days until Kamima. I remember Mayuri pulling all-nighters to get her costume done. Has that changed?
I already made 2 costumes. One for, Kare-chan, and one for Fubuki-chan.
Weren't you making a third one for Lukako?
Yeah, I was. But I couldn't convince her, so I gave up this time.
Aw.
Hey, can Mayushi take a closer look at the time machine?
Just don't get in their way.
Okie dokie.
Mayuri beams happily, then runs over to the time machine. She's acting like this is a field trip. Behind her, the sun glows dark and orange on the horizon. It's quite a view from up here. After a few minutes watching the sunset in silence, I realize that Suzuha is standing beside me. She must have come over as Mayuri left. Our shadows are long and murky. Oh? Oh? She's got an achievement. Hello? Okay. This is a little, alright, okay. Fingers in the hair, alright, I mean, let's calm down a little bit, alright? I mean, goodness.
Hashira Itaru is amazing. He said if things go well, he could have the time machine fixed by tomorrow.
He's a man who gets things done.
And he looks so unhealthy and slow.
Ouch, dude. Way to backhand compliment him. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, I have a better impression of him now. Hey. There's something I want to say, and I feel like I'll never get another chance.
Oh? Oh? Why so melodramatic?
I'm really grateful to you. All of you.
Aw.
When I came to this time, I didn't know anyone. I was all alone in a world completely different from my own.
Yeah, speaking of which, where was she staying? Was she wasn't sleeping in the time machine because she would have noticed it getting, like, wet, right? So where has she been? Did she get an apartment? And how? Did she have money? They don't have money in the future, probably. Not like... I mean, not probably in the same way. Communism destroys everything that's good. So, like... Yeah, I didn't even think about that. What has she been doing?
This era is so peaceful. That's a wonderful thing. But it scared me. All I knew was the fight against CERN. But now I have friends. Real friends. Who I can share my secrets with. All these people who lived before I was born are working so hard for my sake. It's a strange feeling, but a happy one too. I wanted you to know that.
Suzuha's tone is wistful. Why? I try to speak, but she continues before I can.
Living with you guys in this time, it's been really fun. When I met you, you were all so strange and unique and over the top. I was kind of shocked at first, actually. But before I knew it, I started to enjoy spending time with you.
Aw?
2036 is peaceful too. People don't even fight anymore. Did you know that?
How could I? I'm not even alive in 2036, right?
Oh, right. Sorry. Anyway, people don't fight. Ever. About anything. All forms of conflict, war included, have vanished. Poof! Without a trace. Instead, everyone has dead eyes. Like fish.
Yo, that's creepy.
No one has ambition. Nobody dreams. They just trudge through their lives without a single complaint. Oh, sure, people smile, but they never get angry or sad. There's no individuality. Everyone's a robot.
Yo, it's like if freaking Kitaniji from The World Ends With You, if he won, and like everyone got the pin and there's like no individuality because everyone's the same, bro. Yeah, that's weird.
You got really mad at me before, remember? I was really surprised, but at the same time, I was really happy.
You're a strange girl. No, but like think about that though. Like think if you just never experienced other emotions. Like think like what would that be like? That would be crazy. Like you just don't experience other people having the other emotions that human beings are supposed to have. Like what if that could happen? That'd be insane. And then coming to like a timeline like this where you see people just arguing all the time, that's gotta be a culture shock. Goodness. It's like brain overload.
I guess so.
Suzuha looks at the time machine. Daru and Mayuri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or another.
You're all so bright and full of life. I envy you. Shina Mayuri, Hashida Itaru, even Makase Kiritsu. And of course you.
Don't be ridiculous. There's nothing enviable about me. I'm worthless. I can't even save Mayuri. It's weird, he's completely like put his self-worth against the fact that he can't save Mayuri. But like he's acknowledged that the world is just out to kill her. So it's like, I mean that's not very fair to say of yourself.
I want to be more like you.
If you ask me, you're the amazing one. Ooh, okay.
I'm happy to hear you say that.
Dude, this is kind of cute.
It's thanks to all of you that I'm still going strong. Being a lab mem, even for just a little while, was great.
She smiles then, a soft, sad smile that tears at my heart. What does it mean?
Being with you guys, even for just a little while, was great.
Suzuha?
Change the future, Okabe Rintaro. Make it a world like this one, where people can be free.
Hey, come on. Why are you being so sentimental? Does she not want to go to 1975? But I mean, she's got a time machine, so can't she just come back afterwards? Even as I think of it, I realize how wrong I am. Of course. When Suzuha completes her mission and brings us the IBN 5100, the world line will change. The future will be rewritten, and the 2036 she knows will cease to exist. To hear her describe it, the future is an awful place. But even so, it was her home. She has friends there, I'm sure. Comrades in arms, and memories of her father, Beryl Titter. All of that will be lost to her forever. No wonder she's getting sentimental. Yo, that's... wow. After we fix the time machine, let's have a party. What do you mean? What do you mean? Nah, dude, come on, don't be dumb.
Thanks.
And yet, she's still smiling that sorrowful smile. Dude, you don't got time. Never mind. Whatever. These children, I swear.